Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. Thank you for joining me. Now, I've got a new microphone, and so I hope it's working. It's separate to the webcam, so and it's got some kind of individual controls to it, so I hope it's working. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this reading, and then when I play it back, let's see if there's any volume on it. So this is a major arcana reading for week commencing Monday the 2nd of November. This is a week that's going to change the world. Whatever happens this week is going to change the world. So I thought I would do a reading for the whole week, and this is for all signs. I don't tend to go for the star signs thing. I think it's mixing the media a little bit. So I have done readings for individual signs, but it doesn't really sit very well for me. But I understand that people like to identify with something, but I prefer to keep my readings for all and sundry. All and sundry at Sugar Free. So, week commencing Monday the 2nd of November. We've had that massive, great splobber of a full moon in Taurus yesterday with all that Uranus energy in it. I felt really... I've had 2 nights where I haven't really slept. The night Friday to Saturday, I was just like, bing! I was just wide awake till about 2 a.m. But last night, Saturday to Sunday, I was awake and I was in bed and I wasn't really thinking about anything. So, but I just wasn't sleepy. And so I did what I usually do under those circumstances is I set up a Buddhist chant going silently in my mind, kind of coordinated with my breathing. And I just chant Om Ah Hung like this. So Om Ah on the in breath and then Hung on the out breath. And it didn't send me to sleep, not straight away anyway, but it just sent me into a kind of a trance, and I was just kind of floating in the bed. It was really quite nice. But I think it's this full moon energy. So anyway, here we are, and I've just given my other half his 3rd COVID haircut since we had the first lockdown in the UK, which started at the end of March. This week we're going into another one, national lockdown. Too much, too little, too late. So anyway, fortunately, he doesn't have much hair. He's a retired academic, artificial intelligence specialist, and he's bald on the top. He's got quite a big beard, so I leave the beard alone. But the rest of it, he goes all sort of like mad professor after a while. So I've got some clippers. I've got some really good clippers. So yeah, I just gave him his 3rd shearing of the year. Looks pretty good. Takes about a decade off him. Now, I did a lockdown shave in April, I think it was, and I was raising money for cancer research and doing this Brave the Shave thing. And so yeah, I went right down to a 1.5 in the spring, and I've been growing it out ever since. So that's why I wear the headscarf, because it's pretty messy under there. Anyway, right, I've been shuffling and shuffling for ages, just looking at a few things online, shuffling. So let's see what we get. Week commencing Monday the 2nd of November 2020. High Priestess, wisdom, inner knowing in the upright. I'm going to shuffle and draw this time. So inner knowing and peaceful inner knowing, just that instinctive security and stability. Okay, wanted to jump. Death jumped out in the upright. Okay, huge change. Whatever happens, it's going to be a huge change. Yes. In the upright. Oh, I don't know if that wanted to jump or if it was just me being clumsy, so I'm going to keep going on that. I did look at it, I confess. It was the Chariot. The Lovers. Okay, interesting. Again, similar to the Chariot, two forces, but whereas the Chariot is two kind of equal forces, one of which wants to go this way and the other one of which wants to go that way, and the charioteer has to kind of tug and release to keep the whole thing moving forward. That in a way is a more complex task, but the Lovers is an ostensible choice between staying where one is and stepping up to the new paradigm. And I say it's an ostensible choice because as far as he's aware, this young man is trying to choose between being a son and being a husband. However, there is this force of nature here. Well, it's not even a force of nature, it's a force of karmic will. Okay, it's desire, the desire to move forward, the desire to step up a gear in the upright. And the thing is with the Lovers, it's like when you're offered an opportunity to go for something better than what you've got, and there's a part of you, it's like, oh, I don't know, and there's all sorts of reasons why you might hesitate around that, like, do I deserve it? Can I live up to it? Am I equal to it? Is it genuine? All this kind of stuff. But bottom line is, you want it, and for better or worse, you're going to take it, because if you don't, then afterwards there'll be a little part of you that will always be saying, what if I had taken that? Yeah, unless you really don't want to, but that's not what we're talking about here in the Lovers card. That cherub, that little Eros, that's the power of desire. And that archetype appears in multiple ancient mythologies, even in yogic ancient mythology, and probably in the Buddhist end of things as well, because they're so closely linked. Yeah, it's not just the European stuff. I mean, it all comes out of the East anyway, somewhere back along the line. But yeah, in Vedic yogic mythology, it's Kama he's called, and that's what Kama, not karma, but Kama. It behaves in a very similar way in the myths to Eros. And Kama, that is where the Kama Sutra comes from. The Sutra of Desire. Can't stop it, can't police it. Totally natural force. But you can't stop it. Let's see what that is, because that's fallen out. I can't see what it is. Can't stop it, but you can manage it. Okay, the Moon. So there may not be a clear outcome. Surprise, surprise. But there is. Well, there may not be an apparently clear outcome straight away. You know, the Moon is obscured and borrowed light. Illumination at second hand, at one remove. But there has been death, a clear change. And it's a change that that is wished for, even if it's like, oh God, is this the right thing to do? You know down in your bones, this is the card of the bones, the High Priestess. You know what you want, really. And change has come, but we may not see it straight away. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, this is going to take a while to become clear. Whatever change has happened here and whatever change has been stepped up to here. It's not going to... the reckoning, the final reckoning, is not for this week. Not at all surprised to see that in the reverse following the moon. It's the first one that's come out in the reverse, though. Interesting. Because the Judgment card is when it's all been done, and you're about to just take that last step into fulfillment, into the upshot, the big upshot. But with the Judgment card, everything has to be reviewed again one last time before it can pass into finality. Interesting how death comes so early in the cycle, card number 13. It's not so much about a change happening. It's about understanding that it will come. An end comes to everything. Star in reverse. So, yeah, tension about this. Tension and vulnerability. Vulnerability and retention, holding back. And, dare I say it, fear. Okay, nearly there. Sorry, I need another one. This is the crowner. Bear with me, please. Okay. This is the crowner. Sun in reverse. Sorry. It's the way they come. It's the way they come. Sun in reverse. So whatever happens this week is not going to be done, dusted and finished with this week. And that is, but it is done, but it's not going to, how can I say it? Because, you know, I've got the Star in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Sun in reverse, I've got the Moon. So, you know, there's no clarity there, and that lack of clarity and that lack of finality is a source of unhappiness. Okay, Sun in reverse. However, no matter how many times I look at that and go, yeah, not going to be clear, not going to be clear, not going to be finished, not going to be finished, it is actually done. It is done. It is done. And what has been done on the basis of wisdom and inner knowing with absolute surety. Um, I think this is actually the heart of the reading. This is the heart of the reading, and it's a very complex card, the Lovers. It's not just about finding new love or something like that. It's much, much more subtle than that. It's about maturity and understanding that if we are to move forward, we being we, the population of the world, or just we general human beings at whatever time, in whatever situation, if we are to move forward, we have to let go of certain securities and certain we have to shift from what we know to be the way it is to asking ourselves, well, is it actually the way it was? Because something new has presented itself here. There's something new, and there is an inexorable will to move towards it. This, I think, is the heart of the reading. So I'm going to leave it there. Best wishes to all, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Thank you for watching. Namaste.